Students learn best when they ask their own questions, lead their own discussions, and decide for themselves how they want to use and show their learning. Student agency can be messy and time-consuming, but through it, students own their learning. But take that agency to the next level with action-driven learning. They do work that has a real impact on the world. Handing the reins over to students can be scary, especially when we open up the classroom. So how can we do this in a way that feels manageable and safe, but still life-changing for our students? Let's say our students ask about hurricanes, how they form, how people survive them, why there are so many. Build on this curiosity. Have them read level news articles about recovery efforts. Follow the Red Cross on social media as a class. Watch interviews with first responders and people who lost their homes. And compare spending across different disaster zones. Pretty soon, they will want to help and put their learning and research to use. With action-driven learning, agency means that students decide the kind of action they want to take. Our role as teachers is to provide structure and support for them to decide thoughtfully and realistically. Our students may decide that the best way for them to help with hurricane relief is to travel to disaster zones and fix the electricity. So we may need to help them with more realistic actions that will make a difference.
I use activities where they have to feel the injustice in their own skin. So, for example, there is a game called the International Trade game, where they set up in a scenario where they have to build different shapes and then sell the shapes. But not all of the groups start off with the same materials. So then at the end of the game, you see how the group with more materials is able to make much more money than the group that starts with almost nothing. And then we have a discussion on the debrief about how to change this. So then they get angry because they feel the injustice, that they don't understand why we are treating them in that way. And then when we apply what happened in the game to real-world issues or what is happening at a global scale, in this case, international trade, then they are more aware, they feel it themselves, and they really want to change this injustice that they just feel. So then after that is the best moment to talk about what can we do about it.
Let the students decide as a class. Have them brainstorm a long list of possibilities and model how to cluster and narrow down to the right choice. For younger students, provide 2 or 3 solutions based on what you know they're good at. If you have more time, guide them through the design thinking process, where small groups can design their own solutions. Student reflection and intention are key in action-driven learning. When we challenge our students to think, what's the best choice here? Why do we think this will work? Students build critical and analytical skills. They become more self-aware and improve on their ability to transfer and apply the knowledge they have learned. Student agency is not just about engagement or even relevance. It's about knowing what will work best for us and our students. When students have agency, they learn that their voice matters and their actions can make a real difference in the world.